guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about my haircut. I got a lot of comments in my videos and on Instagram asking me what kind of haircut I have, and a lot of people think that it is a diva cut, so I'm going to tell you all about it. So in April of last year, I got my first ever diva cut. I was asked if I was interested in being a hair model there for one of the training stylists, so of course I said yes, and I went, and it was a really cool experience. There was a bunch of other girls there with different stylists, and we were all getting taught how to use the products, and I like the fact that the stylist told me everything she was doing and why she was doing it. So I had my hair colored that day and I had it cut. And I had it cut to about right here, and a couple of days later I decided that I wanted it a little shorter, so I went to my friend who's a hairstylist, Hayley, and she cut it even shorter, so then my hair was about to my shoulders. So after that I let my hair grow out, and I did get my ends trimmed here and there, but for the most part it grew pretty quickly. And most recently I got my hair cut from a lady named Sharon, and she did more shorter layers on the top. So I'll tell you about my haircut. So as you can see, I have shorter layers on the top where my crown area is, and the funny thing is I didn't even specifically ask for bangs, but they kind of just work out that way, although I do wear them more to the side. But then after that I got some longer layers on the bottom, but if you want volume, you have to have layers. It does wonders for your hair, especially if you have curls like mine, which are more loose. I have 3/8 curls, so I need more layers in the crown area to lift my curl, because the longer it gets, the looser it gets. So as you can see, my curls here on the bottom, oh, this is a nice spirally one. Most of the curls here on the bottom are looser, and this is also 2-day hair, so it's not exactly its best. My best curls are on wash day, I guess, day 1 hair. But anyways, so I'll show you the back. So I have layers back here as well. I specifically asked for shorter layers back here. So yeah. So Sharon gave me my haircut a couple of months ago, and she did the shorter layers because my layers kind of grew out for a while after the diva cut, and I just kind of like didn't cut my hair for a really long time, so I needed layers. A few months after I got my hair cut from Sharon, I wanted to dye my hair because I had really dark roots. They were kind of like, I don't know, to here at this point, and that was all the way back from when I got my first diva cut and they dyed my hair, so I kind of just let it go. I was trying to do like the fake ombre look, so my roots were really dark brown and then the rest of my hair was blonde. So I kind of wanted to go a little bit darker and do like a really light brown, almost blonde. So that's what I did with Hayley, and she actually trimmed up a bit more layers and just blended them in more. The thing is, both of the stylists who cut my hair most recently are not Diva Curl certified, and you don't have to specifically find a Diva Curl stylist. They are awesome, don't get me wrong. If you could find one, great. But if you have a stylist who knows what they're doing and who can do exactly what you ask for, then you don't necessarily need one. I couldn't find one in my area, so I just chose to go to stylists that I know and that I trust and that I've seen their work, and both of them did exactly what I wanted, and I'm happy with the results. Also, they didn't cut my hair dry, they actually cut it wet. And I know right now it's really popular for curly girls to have the dry cuts, and I think they're great. They work really well, but for me, it just kind of worked out to where I can get my hair cut wet, and it just works for certain stylists. If they're used to that, I don't mind. My curls aren't super tight, so they don't shrink up when they dry, so I don't mind getting a wet cut. So the first time I got my diva cut, I did get a dry cut, and I liked it. But honestly, I don't see a huge difference in cutting it wet with my type of hair. I could definitely see why you would cut it dry with super tight curls, because when it's wet, you know, it's longer, and when it dries up, it gets really short, so it makes more sense. But for me, my hair doesn't spring up that high when it dries, so I didn't see a major difference in cutting it wet versus cutting it dry. And if you're in the Pennsylvania/Delaware area, I'll leave the stylist names below so you can contact them if you're interested. So as for my layers, I think I have about 4 different sections. 3 or 4, definitely 3. It depends. Some areas look like 4. So I have the top layer here, it's getting frizzy because I keep touching it, but I'm just trying to show you the layers. So I think this would be the first layer, this would be the second layer, see, and then this is kind of like a third layer here, and then the fourth is just on the bottom. So 3 or 4, depending on your hair type. I actually love layers, so who knows, I might go in and get even more. I kept asking for more to my stylist and she was like, you have enough layers at this point. I was like, I don't mind having more, but it seems like my hair has been growing pretty fast as of late, so I definitely want to keep up with getting my trims every few months. And I believe the hair dye was a mix of golden and blonde, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the specific brand, but I do remember that it's a mix of light brown, blonde, and then I also have blonde highlights. So that's all for this video. Hopefully that helps you figure out what kind of haircut you want. It always helps if you bring them a picture to show your stylist the type of haircut you want, but you also have to be realistic. You can't show them a picture of a hair type that's totally different from yours. You have to figure out something similar to your hair type where your hair will fall the same exact way, because some haircuts just work different with different hair types. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment if you have any questions. If you haven't heard yet, I am doing a giveaway until February 10th. Don't forget to enter on my YouTube channel. I will leave the information below. It is some awesome curly hair products that will have your hair looking right for the new year, so definitely check that out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!